Alright, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the start of Season 3, another Premier League season. Make sure you leave a thumbs up on this video if you're excited for another season with Blackburn Rovers in Football Manager 2020 in this Road to Glory series. So here, before we get into the transfers and starting up the season, I wanted to show you some key aspects at the end of last season, some key messages that we got, and key facts. So first one here, Adam Armstrong, he was named as the Players' Young Player winner. So that's a big season for him, and yeah, to follow that up is going to be big for him in this following season. So even though we didn't even finish top 4, no Champions League finish, but a newly promoted team, I got Manager of the Year. That's massive. I was not expecting that at all. But then when you think about it, newly promoted from the Championship, have a season where we get into a qualifying place, or to qualify for Europe, for Europa League, not Champions League. Europa League a bit more fitting for us, maybe a chance to do something in. And then, yeah, the third key information here was the board setting the initial budgets. You see the transfer budget, 58 million. So we had a bit to play, but what did we do with that money? What did we do with that? Let's find out. So, alright, as you can see, we didn't really have too many outs that were transfers. Brandon Lonsdale, who you probably didn't see a lot of, we sold him. I was pretty happy. I offered out like a 2.5 million. He was just like in the reserves, so yeah, he wasn't really getting a go at all. That's what I do sometimes. He's an 18-year-old with a little bit of potential, but clearly not enough. They just chucked him right in the under-23s. Still not good enough to play in the Championship, I'd say. But yeah, that was pretty much it. If we show a bit of a comparison of who we let go and all of that, free or release players, specifically like Mulgrew, Abate retired, so I really had no choice in that, but I probably wouldn't have kept him on regardless. Bradley Johnson, see, that's an example. I thought, it's time to let him go. A few others, maybe Harry Chapman a little bit, but 23, those technicals. At 23, you're not going to improve that much more, and 24 in November as well. Yeah, sometimes, do you notice that in Football Manager? Sometimes players, even though they've got okay potential, you just don't see them progress at all. So, let's go back to all the transfers. Well, I'll show you. I'm not going to go through them all, but we made like an incredible amount of staff changes, maybe some key ones, but we made like all upgrades. What I do, if I notice a staff member is running out of their contract and they're not that good, I'll release them. Then I look for a... that's how I go about it. I look for a replacement. Before I release them. Like, say, my assistant manager's contract's running out. Let's go staff search. Is there a better assistant manager? Sign him, and then you release that manager. That's how I go about it anyway. So, Mark Venus, you saw his work in the last couple seasons. But Luis Nascimento comes with great experience being at Benfica for a few seasons there. He was a youth coach for a really long time. So he could be like a youth coach, but also he can be assistant as well. He's got some very nice attributes. Look at those. You're very happy with that. Can judge the player's ability very well to get, when you see the coach reports. And by default, for me, I think you can change that. But for the assistant, I like to get my assistants, generally, the opinion on the players. So, especially when he has the good rating for that, to see their ability and all of that. Also, Danny Reid, head of youth. I tell you what, you can get some good regens for head of youth development, like the regen stuff. Some of them can be mad. So, I'll tell you what, they're pretty good. I think also loan manager, Wayne Wood, reasonable. When I was seeing the options, there wasn't too many, more better than him. So those were a couple standouts. Oh, and a director of football. Those were the few. He's not a regen, Sven, but he's been around. He was at Dortmund for 10 years, then Arsenal a couple, then moved to Stuttgart you would say it's a bigger role as a director of football. So, he's gone down that road, starting as a chief scout, which is pretty good, at Dortmund for a real long time. So it comes with a lot of knowledge in Germany, judging player potential 20. So, yeah, mix of the director of football, head of youth development. I reckon those two lads, Sven and Danny, they're going to really help us for our, youth intakes, basically. Our young talents coming through. Very exciting. So, now, what we're leading towards. I'm happy with the amount of players I brought in for this season for the cost. 35.5 mil. So, you cut maybe 2.5 into that. A little just over 30 million spent. Transfers. I'm really happy with that result. So, and I'm really happy with that. I'll tell you what. Let's go. Andre Almeida, who's a great talent. I think he does start as a wonderkid, but because he's 21 now, that wonderkid status, players lose it at 21. It doesn't mean they no longer have good potential. It's just because they've reached that age, no longer seen as a kid. But he's got that potential and rating in the team as well. He's currently Premier League level at 21. That's good. If you're this level, if you're Prem level at 21, you know you're going to go get better. So another depth in midfield that can play. Some more depth in midfield that can play multiple roles, which is very important. He's got no weak foot. He's strong on the right and reasonable on the left. That's not too bad. Eric Bailly, obviously, Eric, we know we had Phil Jones last season. I think this is an improvement. If I were to choose in between the two, I wouldn't go Phil Jones. I'd go Eric Bailly. We had, he can see. But the only thing, in the save, it might be different. Because he didn't really play much the last couple seasons for sure. So that's interesting. I just think he's got some aggression you wonder about, but anticipation, bravery, good tackling, and then balance, heading, marking. He's okay. We'll see who'll be the starting two in the centre-backs though. Oh, and this one's actually really interesting. Marco from Liverpool. We have got, this happened. I'll tell you what, guys. We did a loan offer, and you know how you like to put them... mandatory future... That's why, guys. It was a mandatory... It makes sense now. I thought I did optional, but it was mandatory when I was going through this all pre-season. It takes... you got to take your time with it. Maybe that was one of the things that didn't. But I'm happy with that deal. We signed him for 14 mil. In comparison with his value, that's only a bargain. So, it worked out in the end, probably. Securing a guy of this ability for that price versus his value. It's less than half, or more than half. You know what I mean, though. Half of that, the value is still more. So, you get it at 14 million. That's a good deal, I'd say. So, we're going to have him. We're going to have him permanently, and I think he's so balanced. He's that DM. He's that extra DM, because Mendy, don't forget Mendy, he's suspended, not going to start the season. 29, pushing 30. We need that next guy coming through. So I think Marco, absolutely perfect for that. I posted this on Twitter as well. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, as sometimes I'll just post things, if anything interesting from the save. If you want some little teasers and all that. So, Eddie, he was transfer listed. I don't know why. Sometimes the CPU just don't like wonderkid strikers in Football Manager. Wonderkid, and there was another one as well. But, Eddie... I haven't used him yet. There's been lots of hype. There's been so much hype on this lad in FM20. I haven't used him yet, though. But he's pacey, pretty good finish, and all-round good technically. Mental's not terrible at 19, don't forget. So, I'm so excited. I like his player traits as well. So, that's what explains the cheaper fee. You got a minimum fee release clause, 88 million. But if a team is going to pay that, give me the bag, mate. I'll take that for sure. But I can't see getting that kind of fee anytime soon. Morato, this guy, less hype. I haven't heard so much about him. If you go to his information, he's a wonderkid as well. But his name, he hasn't been as much. But if you follow Benfica, maybe you would know more about him and Brazilian football. He was in Brazil, obviously. With that jumping reach of 17, he's going to be so good in the air. And at price, 1.4 million. You got a relegation release clause. You got a minimum fee release clause. At 49, it's another one. I don't think anytime soon we're going to get a 49 mil bid for this lad. But when you offer that new contract, we'll prefer not to have that selected. Joe Hodge, we've also signed on a free. Myself, I've played a couple longer-term saves, and I know he does develop to a first-team Premier League ability midfielder. Not world-class, not in like a top 4 team, but maybe mid-table, so he could be a good backup. I really like his signing. So if you followed my Journeyman, Journeyman on Twitch, you'll know about him, that's for sure. Oh, I like this signing, I'm not going to lie. Curtis Jones. He was another one. I don't think he was actually transfer listed, though. No, he was just, not in the first team. This is the time to get players, guys, when they're breaking down the walls for a first team start, but they don't get that yet. They have great potential, sure, but when they're in that in-between, you try and get them at 17 or 18, they ask too much. They still see him as a wonder kid. He's a wonder kid as well. Wonder kid. I'm signing all these wonder kids. It's massive. This is the season of signing wonder kids. That is for sure. And we're going to be training him. The attacking midfield. He's slightly better over on the left. But they're both natural positions for him. So he should naturally play well in attacking midfield. That would only make sense. We're training him, that shadow striker, work on his shooting. And with that dribbling and first touch flair, he's a bit quick as well. He's going to be nice. He's a pretty good height as well, 187 centimeters for attacking player. Not like a target man striker or anything like that, but very creative attacker with a bit of pace, as I said. And then we brought in this guy, Christ Kasongo. He's not too bad for his age, like 18 with potential. He should develop really well. Potentially be a Premier League goalkeeper in the future. You sign that for 650k, and you're laughing. If he develops into a class keeper, just Premier League quality, as I said, I'm good with that. I'm really, really good with that, because I do feel we need someone to overtake Jack Butland. Jack Butland probably has like 3 or 4 years at his best still. Don't forget, keepers probably into their early 30s, they still perform at a top level, really. They don't drop as much as outfield players do. So, really, really happy with Christ. Christ is going to be a good player, The only thing, he's foreign. He can't be selected in first-team matches because they needed to be on 8K. But he's got an under-23 work permit, so he can play his games in the under-23s. And as he progresses and wants a new contract, probably bump up by at least 5k, not too much more than that. So I think that's really balanced. You see, he's not eligible for senior squad matches, but I would say he's far from ready from senior squad anyway. So for me, that's balanced really, really well. But here we go. Oh, this is going to be an interesting season, isn't it, guys? See, Blackburn v Brighton to kick things off, but Watford beat Liverpool. What is going on, Liverpool? So, alright, let's head on into it. We are good favourites. I should show you guys as well. There's always a lot of details. The board to be competitive in the Europa League, so they just want us to be competitive, but I reckon we can get past the group stage at least. Mid-table this year, I reckon that's achievable. It's definitely an improvement. You would expect it after last season, that we finished in a European position. So, that's attainable. That's attainable, I think. So we're just going to show you guys, meter prediction is 12th as well. Will be interesting to see. We're just going to go over, if you can go to the season preview, you can see 13th. If you take a look, 201, the odds. So anyway, we're going to head into the team selection. We have got Linehan suspended. Mendy suspended. Mendy's going to need sharpness regardless. I've got to have him surely selected. And Brereton injured. I know initially you might say, oh, we've got a lot of strikers now. I really could not pass yet. Oh, Salcido, he has to start probably ahead of Armstrong there. It's going to, Salcido and Charlotte. That could be a partnership of dreams. And we had to give number 9 to Salcido. Eddie for the future. So, I feel Brereton is going to be the one we move on. He's injured at the moment for 3 more weeks. His report, he's only decent player for championship sides. Just barely a championship striker. I don't feel he makes it in the Prem. He was good in the championship. He just couldn't follow it up. We gave him 7 starts. I think it was enough to show what he could do, but he wasn't up to it. And we got now, especially, Eddie and Charlov. Then you got Connor. For me, him and Connolly are similar, but Connolly just a little bit more quicker. But they're very, very close. You could only probably have one as the backup. after Armstrong as the sub striker, which I would see Armstrong as. So yeah, I think you guys get it, and let's get right into the game. I like this. Apart from Tavera, his sharpness could be better. Jones, but really, Tavera we drop out. Segray, Travis, Rothwell, nah. Are we one short of a good centre mid? I don't know. We got Travis, as I said, Mendy as well. We can push up into there. Nah, I think, and then obviously Segre. I think we've got the right balance for the season, and it's nice having a little bit of kitty there, isn't it? We got 13 mil and 33k in the wages. That for me, that's a really good balance. So we're gonna go submit the team. I've never thought about it too much. Like, are we like submitting the team to someone officially? Like, this is our team. We have to submit them like to the Premier League. This is our lineup. Why am I suddenly thinking of that now? Don't even ask me. So yeah, it's Bay and Marato being the two centre backs for this one. I like, again, Rahman, Nyabe. It's a good team. I rate my sign. I really like Jones and Almeida as the new midfielders, especially in attacking sense. And then Eddie up front. This is going to be a good one. I'm excited, lads. Don't let me down. That's happened before. We'll go expect a win today. Yeah, see what we've got. See what we got here. So go play. Let's see, boys. Let's see, boys. What do we got? What do we got today? We're gonna go attacking. A pretty early adjustment. And hey, it leads to a highlight. So there's Gross. Get a tackle in. Come on, get the pressure. Don't let him get through. Always, you guys, if you watch my series for a while, that first episode of a new season, that first game after I show you my transfers, sometimes they could go a bit interesting. But this one at home against Brighton, I like to think we'll have a bit extra. But not like a finish, like that. Yeah, it wasn't that great. They've got some decent attackers. So let's see how this one plays out. But after change to attacking, I feel like we want to go more direct and be more expressive in this one. Just my initial feeling, not play out of defense. Yeah, let's try that here. Early days, just my initial feel, and there is a highlight here. Here's a highlight, and they whip it in. Oh, this doesn't look good. No, Andre, there he is. Charlov. We'll hold back. We'll say it now after he scores. I think he's settled after that first season, and this season he could go crazy, especially partnering with Eddie. That's a good striker partnership, I'm not going to lie. That's a pretty strong one in FM20, have to say. So let's go. But I reckon he's settled. I feel he'll be more deadly than Eddie this season. They're playing the same roles, literally. But yeah, he's just had that extra season on him in England. He's already got that under his belt. So here we go. Gross puts it in. There we go. Tavera as well. Well, he could go even better. What's that Burnley? Oh, look at Shalom. Look at him. Go. Look. You got to play this across. That's got to be... got to get that, man. But in FM, it's very rare. Very rare. But it was too open to not go that, I reckon. Too open to not go it. But get him under the pressure. Almost. Here's Sanchez. I feel... don't want to say too early, but we're getting him under good pressure. Yes, there we go. Charlov, you got to score that, mate. You got to score that. I don't want to put that much too much on him. It's already scored one. To score another one-on-one. Damn. But yeah, it should have been a goal, I reckon. The quality of that chance. We might end up getting it anyway. No, Jones. Goes wide with him. So not two goals yet, but you feel it coming. And here he is again. Jones! Cool! He knows how to break him down one-on-one. That was an amazing finish. Assist by Andre Almeida. He's going to be creating so much. It's going to be exciting this season. I'll tell you what. Look at Andre Almeida through the middle, and no one marking him at all. That's the shadow striker. He's unmarked, and when he gets into a striker position, defenders don't mark him at all, and especially at his quality. And he's still going to get better as well. Told you, all these wonder kids we brought in. Oh, it could be a wonderful season. I swear, as always, I make like a good like reference or something like that. Like, it leads to a conceded goal. Like, when I hit a good pun or something like that. WONDERKID, wonderful. And then they're like, they made us look like a fool. Like, that happens a lot. Look, they might even score another goal. They might... No, Butlin, he's strong with his hands. Can we get that? Can we get another goal back? Swear, man. Nyambe on that yellow card. Don't go out and get a second, please. That ball was ridiculous. Like, what were you doing with that, mate? Not too much. Oh, the interceptions are so good. Oh, almost to Eddie. Nyambe. Come on. Oh, Jones almost gets a second for him. Nah, we look dangerous on attack. 2-1, pretty strong half. So we'll head into the dressing room. I think, lads, we've got to be careful. You got Andre Almeida nervous at the moment. I think he's had an okay game. Assertively. Yeah, you might be winning, can still chat. Yeah, don't let it happen. I like how that is worded. Yeah, opposed to just the simple, don't get complacent. That one's a bit more... I feel that's the motivating. Yeah, that's the motivating, don't get complacent. Love to see it. So here we go. They're focusing play down the wings. That's Everton early. Almiron. Oh, but it's still the same result. Like, oh, wow. Really? Don't get complacent, yeah? I told you, no matter how that's worded. Nyambe, who I think is a more defensive fullback. I'm not happy. Not happy. Considering what we do now. See, this is like there's levels to some games. Like this, the first level was us winning. And the second level is their comeback. What's the third level of this game? For us to get our win on Nyambe on a yellow, I don't like that. Yeah, there's like certain like chapters, maybe more specifically, like a book. What's the next chapter gonna be? It has to be us taking a lead, getting the lead back. Come on. Eddie! That's why we signed you, lad. Oh my gosh. Why were you transfer listed? I don't even know. Wow, the fans are going crazy for him as well. How about that? Scoring on his debut. How about that debut goal? Great work by Jones. It was a tackle in the end, but he's moving. Wow, what a hit. You don't see too many blasting shots outside a box like that in FM. A lot of goals is like those one-on-ones. Less so this year, of course. But yeah, that kind of blasting shot outside of the box. Even like, he doesn't really have many traits that signify that, apart from him just being a beast. Even his attributes, not crazy long shots or anything. Tavera, I reckon we take off. Segre, who's a bit just more stronger. Tavera, very creative, but yeah, Segre in that box-to-box, he's just a more well-rounded player, I think. Tavera, as I said, you know how technically great he is, how creative he is. See that for sure. And yeah, we don't want to go defensive, but I feel we're going to try and maintain possession. We'll go slightly shorter, slightly lower. Actually, if we go positive, we can have that. I like it as... I don't like slightly. I'm not sure about you guys. Yeah, I don't like it saying slightly. So, yeah, we'll go that play out of defense, work ball into box. Yeah, be more disciplined kind of style. For now. And one sub. Don't want to make too many. And, yeah, one of the players... Tavera was on a yellow card as well. So, we'll chuck a praise. It's an exciting game. I told you there was different chapters. There's different chapters. And one of them was us getting the lead back, and hopefully we extend that. There we go. There. Oh, you had to turn. I was like, just please don't move the camera. Let us score, and we can just finish off the job. And there would be no second thoughts. But yeah, okay. But he came back. That's interesting. Not interesting, just... it's tough to take. It could have been a goal if he came back quicker, but anyway, let's bring on Armstrong. There, and then he can, just keep the... I reckon using two advanced forwards with Shadow Striker, That's pretty neat to be using. Nyambe, let's just bring on Mane here. Can he wing back defend? Yeah, there we go. And we'll leave. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. Let's just play this out now, guys. Let's play this out. Come on. Come on, I told you it'd be tight early. Yeah, early season. Well, first game of the season, literally. Oh, highlight. 94 minute. Is that going to be another one that's offside? Did that count or not? Goal review. Woo! Where was the review? That was like it's delayed and like it didn't show the replay of it. Now it does. It was another one that should be clear. Yeah, a lot of the time when you do the throw-ins, long throw, and there gets a header, a lot of the time, yeah, who it goes to is offside. It's just how it is. So we've had a couple look, we could have had a bit more comfortable win today with some breathing space, and not just from a couple of those offsides. I think we had another chance we could have finished. So yeah, performance-wise, we had a good game. We played very well. You saw, through the gameplay, all that. Shalov, 1 to 3 days, that's okay. He won't be missing too much. Curtis Jones was very impressive. Scored on debut and had a very well-rounded game. You can see that from his stats. After one game, you can see their specific stats from one. 4 dribbles, so that was pretty strong. 85% passing accuracy. So, we're going to leave it there. Hopefully you guys enjoy this first episode of Season 3. How far you reckon? Get your predictions, in this first episode of the season. Get your predictions in. Let me know of the signings. Did you rate them? As I said, we got a lot of wonder kids, but wonder kids that are already first team ability. That's what you love. They're already Premier League quality players, but they can get even better. So there we go. Hopefully you guys enjoy the episode, and I'll see you next time.